It's a deal where if a guy's not giving the type of effort that we want, that we're going to put him in a yellow jersey. The team identifies him. We had a couple guys that got out of him today, which was great. They played really hard, but we got to get to the point where you're not using these little tactics to get people to play hard. We want to eventually never have to do that, but we've been so up and down with consistency of how to play that we decided as coaches that we needed to try to do something a little bit unique and a little bit different.
On the offensive side of the ball, it was really night and day from the first scrimmage.
Yeah.
I felt like, kind of, what do you feel changed from that first scrimmage today for you guys?
We protected the ball. I mean, last week was a clown show. I mean, we did not protect the ball at all. And today we protected the ball. Quarterbacks weaved through the progressions pretty good, and we ran it decent. We were going to make an emphasis to throw it around a little bit today and keep Claire and Denley and Davon healthy. And we wanted to walk out of here healthy, but we played much better offensively, yes.
When you had big plays the first scrimmage and today, but I felt like the consistency was there today, and it felt like you guys could really consistently move the ball down there.
Yeah, the positive is that yesterday we finally put two back-to-back offensively, where we had a great day yesterday, and then today we were much better. So that was a positive, but just like I've said, to Nick, it's been too up and down, so.
After the second scrimmage, how would you characterize your three quarterbacks?
After the third scrimmage, I think they're playing decent. I think they've got room for this week. I think this week of training camp is really important. I think they all need to take the next step. They're all so different and so unique. Grant has a style of play that we would use differently than D-Wade and Matt, and D-Wade's got to get back to at times his rhythm's right on, at times it's not. It kind of reminds me when I first went to Boston College. He was so up, down, and then whenever my last go-around with him, he won some big games against some really good teams in the ACC. So we need to get him consistent. I think Matt these last 3 days has played really well. But obviously he's got things to work on too.
Grant was saying that pretty much no matter how it shakes out, thinks that all three probably will be needed in some form or fashion.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, we're so thin at that position that there's no question in my mind that you'll see a bunch of them this year.
You've seen Quentin and Wayne Prather, especially kind of locked into some roles at receiver, but Ortega Jones been getting a lot of run with the ones, and he seemed like a pretty reliable guy for you guys so far, even as a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, he's a young football player, but we see a lot in him. And he's a typical guy that hasn't played in a while, but he's coming off that knee, and he's doing some good things. So I like where he's at right now, and he's really similar to the quarterbacks. He needs to take that next step this week.
And then even with the offense playing much better than it did in the first scrimmage, I didn't feel like the defense was bad, where last week it was kind of one or the other, where this week it seemed like the team as a whole just kind of played better and looked better.
Yeah, the thing that I'm happy with is it's been a problem. Whenever a negative happens, they tank, and that's the one thing that I'm happy about on both sides of the ball. I want to see the offense do well and see how the defense responds. I want to see the offense in a slump and how they bounce back. So we got to make sure there's going to be ups and downs, and that we can handle whenever our back's against the wall.
With the QBs, what specifically are you going to look at this week?
Improvement, just like I said. They've all got things that they need to improve on. I'm going to really hammer that out, and we'll see where this goes at the end of the week. Probably it'll be a game week decision of where we'll go, but not really worried about that yet. I'm worried about them improving this week.
With the yellow jerseys, what specifically puts a player in one?
Lack of effort, and just like I said, some of those guys, it's just the up and down consistency. Sometimes they play really hard, sometimes they don't. We're trying to get our guys to play hard every single snap.
Do you think even if all the quarterbacks are healthy, you think it's plausible to have more than one play on opening day for you guys?
I would assume, but I'm not a two-quarterback system guy, but I'm assuming that we'll try to get some guys some experience in those games.